I would like to begin by making a chairman's statement on the outcome of the meeting held in London today. The meeting recalled UNPROFOR's mandate to save lives, to deter attacks against safe areas, and to underpin the political process. Soldiers and civilians have given their lives for the principles on which this work is founded. The situation in Bosnia and the future of the United Nations mission is now at a turning point. The meeting underlined the urgency and the importance of obtaining a political settlement. It welcomed the progress made by Carl Bildt in his negotiations concerning mutual recognition between Belgrade and Sarajevo, and gave its full support to completion of the negotiation and implementation of its provisions as soon as possible. The meeting further condemned the Bosnian Serbs' seizure by force of the safe areas of Srebrenica and Zepa, as well as the current offensive against Bihać and the threats made against Gorazde. Bosnian Serb behavior is a flagrant violation of the human rights of the inhabitants of the enclaves and of the values for which the international community stands. The meeting condemned the abhorrent practice of hostage-taking and was pleased to hear that the Dutch battalion has been permitted to leave the Srebrenica area today. It emphasized that threats to the safety of UN personnel in Bosnia engage the national interest of the troop-contributing countries. The meeting warned that Bosnian Serb leaders will be held individually responsible for any harm done to UN personnel, which would have severe consequences. And I must say the meeting was also equally concerned at the recent threats that had been made to Ukrainian personnel in the Zepa area by soldiers of the Bosnian government army. The current Bosnian Serb offensives and the continuing siege of Sarajevo must be met with a firm and rapid response. They defy international law and opinion. The meeting therefore warned that in order to deter any attack on Gorazde, any such action will be met with a substantial and decisive response. There was strong support for this to include the use of air power, but there was also great concern expressed. Countries are conscious of the serious risks involved in this course of action. We emphasize that the United Nations must not go to war, but needs to support realistic and effective deterrence. The meeting also made clear that steps will be taken as necessary to reinforce or resupply UNPROFOR's contingents, including by use of the Rapid Reaction Force. It reaffirmed the importance of UNPROFOR's mandate and the presence in the city of Sarajevo, and welcomed the decision of the British government to make available a battalion from theatre to the UN commander for peacekeeping duties there. It underlined its determination to ensure access to Sarajevo for delivery of provisions to the civilian population and resupply of the UN forces, and support for the early use of the Rapid Reaction Force to protect UNPROFOR in maintaining access for these deliveries. It welcomed the intention of the French government to provide the Rapid Reaction Force units already deployed with suitably reinforced capabilities to that end.
Force, and have the Americans promised helicopters to use to help transmit the rapid